Hi, my name is Tiana, and today I'm going to be sharing my favorite eye treatments with you guys. So treatments as in like eye serum, eye balm, eye cream, and eye gel serum. So these are my 4 favorite, and they're pretty much the ones I've been going back to for years now. I like to take a really long time to actually test any kind of treatment product out, like anything that says it's gonna be effective and treating some kind of issue. So usually that takes me years. I feel like I don't really hard commit to things. Like I'll say I like things or that I'm enjoying them or I'm seeing effects, but sometimes, you know, you'll see effects for a short period of time, like maybe the couple of months that you use a product, but then when you repurchase it, you don't necessarily see the same results, or it sort of caps out, or it's just not, I don't know, not as nice. Like our skin changes over time. It doesn't always adjust with our skin changes. So these are the ones that I continuously go back to, and the ones that I thought I would share with you in case you're looking for some kind of eye treatment product, whether it's a cream, balm, serum, or a gel, I think I have, or an oil. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I thought we would start out with the like heavier products. These are ones that I think would be especially valuable if you live in a cold climate, if you have maybe like a long winter where your skin gets really dry, or if you have super dry skin at any point. These will be really helpful to you because they are so nourishing and protective, and they're thicker than the other two. So the first one I wanted to share with you is the Kora Organics, what is this called? The Noni Radiant Eye Oil. And it says it's meant for all skin types. It comes in this really simple roller ball applicator. And then you gently just roll it under your eye area. So it's really sanitary in that way. I'm just gonna show you on my hand here. So that's what it looks like when it rolls out. I really use like a small amount, and then I kind of like pat it in with my finger. Yeah, it really doesn't have any scent. It's sort of like an herbal plant oil, like generic scent. I don't think that they use, if they use essential oils, it's hardly any. I actually pulled it up on my laptop so I can see if there are any essential oils in this, because I don't think that there are. Okay, so the main ingredients are Hifive oil, which is a natural plant retinol, coffee seed oil, which helps reduce dark circles and puffiness, tomato fruit, which is great for brightening the under eye, it's rich in beta carotene, marine bamboo extract, which apparently helps firm and tone the skin and reduce appearance of fine lines. So as far as essential oils, I don't see any in the formula. It looks like it's just extracts and plant oil. So super gentle. Again, there's really no scent with this one. It does go on pretty lightly, and it does absorb into the skin fairly well. So it's not like a balm where like an eye balm would be like incredibly, not heavy, but like, you know, it has like a layer over the top. This is not gonna leave a super heavy layer on your under eye area, and it doesn't cause milia, which, if you don't know, is those like little acne dots that sometimes pop up when you use like an overly heavy eye cream or something that's comedogenic. So yeah, this definitely is light enough to where, like, even if you have acne prone skin, if you have a dry under eye area, this would be fine. So yeah, as far as like a protective oil that like I would want to use probably only in the winter months, I really like this. Again, it is really gentle. I don't know that I've seen like super crazy results with fine lines with this one, but I do find it protective because like in the wintertime my eyes get so dry. I don't know if it's because my eyes get dry and then I'm like rubbing them, or because the weather, but like I get like in the inner corners, and sometimes even like right here or under my eye, I will peel, like really just dry skin. So if you have that problem, this helps a lot with that. And also I noticed this is really good for puffy under eyes. You'll probably get even better results too if you kept this in the fridge, or if you applied this and used like a cold facial roller. You know, they have that the one end that's for your face and the small end for your eye area. That would probably be really great for if you deal with dark circles and puffiness, or just like general, just like puffiness in the under eye area. Again, this has that coffee extract, so it's really good for that sort of thing. Like when you got dark under eye circles, puffiness, water retention under your eyes, if that's something you deal with, this and a facial roller would be like the dream team. But yeah, I definitely think that I really like the like natural retinol in it, the natural ingredients to help with puffiness and dark circles. As far as fine lines though, it's not my favorite. So that's just one thing I want to note, is that this is more for like someone who deals with puffy eyes, you know, dryness. And if you have sensitive skin, it's a great choice because again, there are no essential oils, so it's not going to have a strong scent or, you know, be overly, I guess, aggressive in that sense. There's not a whole lot of crazy actives in it other than the plant oils and extracts, which not to say they're not effective, but they're not going to be as aggressive as say like a 20% vitamin C or something like that. So that's something to keep in mind. You can actually find this at Sephora and the price is $38. So it is kind of pricey, but honestly with the rollerball applicator, you don't end up using more than you need. I really just like tap it on a little bit under my eye, and then I just like either tap it in with my finger or again use the facial roller, because that feels really good on my under eyes, especially if you're dealing with like puffy under eyes when you first wake up, or if you just feel like your eyes are sore. I don't know, sometimes I feel like that. Then a cold facial roller, like that just feels incredible. So those are a few of the ways that I like to use it and the ways that I found I get the best results from this one. Next one I want to share with you guys is this One Love Organics Botanical E Eye Balm. And this is a really, really like thick formula. It feels almost like putting like raw shea butter or like a raw plant butter on your under eye. Like that's kind of the texture that you get. It's one of those balms that melts into the skin. So I'm going to show you really quickly. So in the jar, it looks like this, kind of like coconut oil. It's solidified, or like a plant butter when it's solidified. So I'm going to show you how I apply it. This is probably too much, honestly, but this would be enough for both eyes. But like you can see how it just like spreads really easily. Like this is spreading over my whole hand, so probably this is even too much for my under eye area, but like it completely spreads and it doesn't really smell like anything. It smells like raw shea butter to me. That's kind of the scent I get. I don't know if you guys haven't used raw shea butter, then you don't know, but it just smells like plant butter. Definitely like if you smelled raw shea butter, that's exactly what this smells like. There's no essential oils in it that I can tell. The main influences of this formula are gotu kola, rooibos tea, pomegranate seed, shea butter, and then their botanical vitamin E that they include in formula as well. So those are the main ingredients. So mainly it focuses on nourishing your skin, protecting your skin, forming that kind of like little film over your skin with the plant butter in order to hold moisture in and keep your eyes from basically drying out. It would be really great if you live in a super cold climate where it like snows and you know the weather is like harsh or you get a lot of wind. Especially if like your eye area sort of takes a beating. I like to use it in conjunction with the other two products I'm going to show you, and I would apply those other two products first and then I would apply the balm after to kind of seal in those benefits and also to protect my eye from losing that moisture, if that makes sense, to just hydrate the eye area better. I probably wouldn't do it every day. I would probably only do it during the winter months because I live in California and we just get really like harsh winds and cold weather, but not snow cold weather. So like it only really ever gets maybe in the 30s a day in the year, or and more likely would be in like the 40s and 50s when it gets cold. So it's not super cold. So if it's colder than that where you live, you might want to use this more regularly, and it would definitely, you'd get more benefit from it than say someone like me who lives in a hotter climate. But yeah, I definitely find it to be very nourishing and protective. It does form that film. And again, it'll be gentle enough for sensitive skin unless you don't do well with shea butter, in which case I would say avoid this. So if you have a hard time with shea butter, then don't use this. But otherwise, like I do find it to be a very nourishing and protective formula. And I don't find it to be heavy on my under eyes or to cause like breakouts or milia, like I said. Which I have had a problem with in the past with some eye creams, and that's a big reason why I don't have too many on this list that actually have worked for me over time. So that's something to mention, you know, is that they've definitely been tested for, you know, causing acne breakouts or milia on my under eyes, or just being like overly too oily, you know, or causing like allergic reactions because I have really sensitive eyes and skin. So okay, so the next eye product I wanted to share with you is the eye gel serum from Osea. This is definitely on the lighter side, so if you like a lighter eye product, this is definitely for you. It literally feels like you're putting kind of like a hyaluronic acid serum on your under eye. It's very cooling, very soothing. Some of the main ingredients are hyaluronic acid, 2 different forms of rare organic seaweed, which are actually known for their efficacy to retain moisture and hydration, to soothe the skin, and they're also rich in vitamins and antioxidants. There's also resveratrol in this, and aloe. So it's like super water-based, very light on the skin, absorbs super easily into the skin as well. Like that was very little and covered my whole hand, and honestly I could probably use less, so you won't need very much at all to cover your entire under eye. When I apply this, I just sort of like take a little bit onto my fingers, kind of pat my fingers together, and then just sort of pat it into the under eye area, because otherwise I find that like if I just put it directly on my under eye, it's gonna be too much. So that's just something to keep in mind. After a couple minutes, it does dry down, and then you can like layer over a balm or a cream or something if you want something more. But I definitely think this is probably enough. This is cruelty-free and vegan. I'm gonna list everything and link everything in the description below, so you can click through and see for yourself like what is in the ingredient list and what's in it. And most of them are certified organic in some way or another, or have some kind of heavy content of organic ingredients, all plant-based. So that is something to keep in mind. And what did I want to say? And they're all like fairly gentle in terms of formula, which I really like personally, because again, I have really sensitive under eyes, and I've just had a big problem with getting milia in my under eyes, which is why I avoided eye creams for so long. But yeah, anyway, this is the one that I definitely find helps hydrate my under eyes probably the best. This in conjunction with either the oil or the balm make kind of a dream team, because this is a water base which actually hydrates the area, and then the oil or the balm, whichever you choose to use, actually sort of seals that in and locks in the moisture so it doesn't evaporate off your skin, and kind of maximizes the moisture retention, if that makes sense. So I find that really beneficial, and I don't know, I find it just to be like the most effective way to use these products. But yeah, that is definitely something that sets these apart, I guess, is that they actually work and they actually work for different functions. But yeah, this one definitely for the hydration, for the lightness, definitely works year round. If you're in a drier climate that doesn't necessarily get like snowing cold, this is a great option. If you do get snow, I would recommend using this in conjunction with like a balm or an oil or something a little more nourishing to like lock that moisture in. So just something to keep in mind. Oh, and I want to mention too that the Osea, this one, the eye gel, is one of the few that I've actually found really does help fine lines, and also helps with just making like the under eye look brighter. Like I definitely feel the results from this a lot more than say the other two that I just showed you, which I don't see too much. And also keep in mind I'm Italian, so like my dark circles are just like a feature that's not gonna go away, it's just genetic. So I'm not expecting a whole lot of results in that area, but like this definitely helps with like fine lines and just making the area look smoother. So something to keep in mind. That's definitely what I noticed with this one, is that it's more of like an anti-aging, light, hydrating product. And it's the major water-based, oil-free formula of the 4 that I'm gonna show you. So last product I want to show you is actually my favorite of the bunch. It's the eye cream that essentially I've been using for, I want to say, over 7 years, and I go in and out. I don't always use it because it is really pricey. I think it's like $50, I want to say, and it's this Pi Acuum and Argan Gentle Eye Cream from Pi Skincare. They're known for creating formulas that are gentle enough for sensitive, reactive, and inflamed skin. And I really find that to be true. And that's one of the reasons that kind of attracted me to this eye cream in the first place, honestly, was because I knew it was gonna be safe on sensitive skin because of like what their brand was all about. Even the founder had like super sensitive skin, and that's kind of like what inspired her to create products that were gentle enough for someone who was dealing with like inflammation or reactive skin issues. You know, and who generally has sensitive skin. So this one is also plant-based, I believe. Yeah, it's certified vegan, certified organic, Soil Association, and Leaping Bunny certified. And it is a cream. It's the only cream in this lineup, and it's definitely the only cream that I've found really works for fine lines and wrinkles. Super gentle. It doesn't really smell like anything. It smells vaguely of floral. But yeah, I freaking love it. I'm gonna show you, okay, I'm gonna actually bring up the ingredients so I can let you know what the heck is in this, because it does have some like exotic, I wanna say, not exotic ingredients, but like British plant ingredients I'm not super familiar with, which is like the organic echium. I don't know, that's supposed to help with fine lines and keep the under eye hydrated, and I definitely find that to be true. It's also a formula that's rich in essential fatty acids. Yeah, so it's just rich in omegas, which, you know, they're kind of like the building block of your skin, and I feel like that's definitely helped to rebuild and fight fine lines under my eyes. I don't know, like I find that I don't actually have a whole lot of like, I don't know if you can tell, but I really don't have like crow's feet. Like I have to really squint to like even see the folds in my eyes, which I sort of attribute to this eye cream because I've been using it that long. I am getting like a little bit of fine line underneath my eyes, but nothing crazy, and I'm 31, so I'm not, you know, I don't want to say I'm like not super ancient, but I'm not super in that age range where you would be seeing crazy fine lines. But at the same time, I noticed that a lot of people I know my age that were dealing with fine lines already, like I'm not dealing with the same amount of aging that they're seeing, if that makes sense. They have something called Feather Canyon in this, which I'm not sure if that's a plant or what, but it's like a fatty acid rich formula. I'm guessing it's their proprietary blend. They also have argan, which is rich in vitamin E and definitely helps to hydrate the skin really well. And yeah, I don't know, it just works for me. I really don't know what else to say about that one. It works so well. It's super light, but it's like hydrating. It's not overly heavy on the skin, and also like the pump seems to be the perfect amount, so you just need one pump and then you can like put it between your fingers or just pat it under your it just like absorbs so easily and doesn't take a whole lot of effort, which, you know, I'm all about. The only drawback again is the price, because as I said, I think it's like $54 for this eye cream, and that's freaking expensive. So it will last you quite a while, like it'll last you several months, but like to have to purchase that several times a year kind of hurts. So I probably only purchase it once a year, and then I'll switch out and use other ones. I wanted to do an honorable mention here. I don't know why I didn't buy this, because thinking about it now, it is another cream that I do really like, and it's the Starry Eyes eye cream from Good Medicine Beauty Lab. That's another one that I really love. I do notice that's another one that actually really helps to hydrate and firm my under eye area. The only thing I don't like about it is that they keep it in a jar, which I find really inconvenient. I wish it was in a pump. Keeping it in a jar is just sort of like not, like if it's not a balm and which is gonna stay pretty solid, like the Starry Eyes eye cream is a cream, so it's like, it's kind of a pain to like fish the actual product out, but it does last you quite a long time. I just wish they would change the packaging. But that would be another one that I would like swap out when I'm not using the pie eye cream. Like when I'm like, that's too expensive, I need like sort of an alternative, I would use the Starry Eyes eye cream because it is more affordable and it is basically just as effective. It's just not as, it's not on that level of like luxury, I guess. I don't know. Like I just don't get like as good of results, but it's like almost there, if that makes sense. So I will link that one in the comments, in the description below for you guys in case you want to try it out. And also I have a coupon code for them, which is Storybook25. So if you guys want to try it out, you'll save 25%, which is like even more cheap than it would be, which it is pretty affordable, honestly. Good Medicine Beauty Lab, super affordable. But yeah, it's going to be even more affordable for you guys. And yeah, if you want to try any of these other ones, the eye gel serum, the eye balm from One Love Organics, or the Noni eye oil, they'll all be linked in the description, and then you can like check out what all the ingredients are and see for yourself if it's the right choice for you. I hope it helps you out, because I know firsthand like how hard it is to find a good eye product that actually works and not like waste your money on just stuff that just feels like it's just sitting there doing nothing, or that it's like ineffective and just kind of like not doing much. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel if you want more clean beauty makeup videos, skincare reviews. I try to keep these to like brand reviews or like products I know are effective to not waste everybody's time. I'm like try to be efficient. That's just who I am. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. Feel free to request videos in the comments if there's something specific you would like to see. That's always helpful for me. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave me a comment saying what's up, how you doing, and what your favorite eye products are. I really find that helpful to try new products out, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.